Hello, welcome to my Super Brain channel. In this video, you'll find 9 children's riddles and puzzles that most adults won't be able to solve. Don't forget to comment below the video and mention how many out of the 9 riddles you managed to solve correctly. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to click on the red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. This way, you'll always stay updated on new videos with riddles and puzzles. Number 1. Find 2 identical objects in this picture and write immediately in the comments what they are. The correct answer is watermelons. Like if you love watermelons. And let's move on. Number 2. Here is a detective riddle for you. On a space station orbiting in space, there was an attempted murder. Someone tried to kill Harry, one of the astronauts. It all happened in the spacesuit storage room. The victim reported that someone attacked him from behind and hit him with something heavy on the head. Except for Harry, 3 other astronauts work on the space station. Mary claimed that she was sleeping at that time. Ben said that at that moment he was outside the station repairing a broken solar panel. John stated that at that moment he was in communication with the control center. The moment of the attack was not captured, but there is a snapshot taken by the cameras approximately 10-20 seconds after the attack. And so, answer who also tried to kill Harry. If you carefully examine the snapshot from the crime scene and correlate it with the words of the astronauts, it becomes clear that Penn attempted to kill Harry. He said he was outside the station at that moment, but in the snapshot, we see that the spacesuits of all 4 astronauts are in the storage room, and it's impossible to go out into open space without a spacesuit. Number 3. The pencils are arranged in the shape of a glass, inside which there is a ball. You need to move 2 pencils so that the ball ends up outside the glass. You can change the position of the glass, but you need to keep the shape unchanged. To solve this problem, you need to think a little unconventionally. You need to move 2 pencils in such a way that you preserve the shape of the glass, and the ball remains outside the glass. Number 4. You find yourself locked in an old castle. There is no light, and the only item you have is a candle. In front of you are 3 doors. Behind one of them is a long tunnel that will lead you to freedom. Behind the other 2 doors is a brick wall. You only have 1 attempt to choose and open a door. If you make a mistake and choose one of the doors behind which there is a brick wall, you will forever remain a prisoner of this castle. How should you choose the right door? For the correct answer to this question, you needed to be attentive and apply elementary knowledge of physics. I mentioned that you have a candle in your hand, so you only have 1 attempt to choose and open a door. If you make a mistake and choose one of the doors behind which there is a brick wall, you will forever remain a prisoner of this castle. How should you choose the right door? If you bring it close to the opening where the keyhole of the door with the tunnel is, the candle flame will start moving due to the air circulating through the tunnel. For the other two doors, the flame will remain still. Number 5. You searched for ancient treasures for a long time, and when you finally found them, you faced the last trial. Before you were 3 sacks. Only in one of them is gold. Attached to each of the sacks is a note. You know that only one of these notes tells the truth. In which sack is the treasure? So, the correct answer is sack number 2. This riddle is solved by the simple method of elimination. Number 6. To the police station and reported that his suitcase containing $100,000 had been stolen. The police asked him to describe the criminal and provide details of the crime. The victim stated that he was walking along the road when suddenly a masked man approached him, struck him in the face with gloves, took the suitcase, and fled. The police also noticed a scar on the victim's face and asked if it was the result of the blow. The victim replied that indeed, this scar was left by the criminal, as he had a silver-colored ring on his right hand. A few minutes later, the police arrested the victim and stated that he himself staged the robbery to claim compensation from How did you guess from the previous puzzles? The main thing is to pay attention to the conditions. The victim claimed that the criminal was wearing gloves, and when asked about the scar, he said that the criminal had a silver ring on his hand. From this, it follows that the victim simply made up his story. Number 7. The scientist explored mysterious caves when suddenly the safe exit from the cave was blocked by rocks. Now the explorer has 4 options for passage, each of which awaits him with deadly danger. The first passage leads to an ancient tribe known for their particular cruelty, killing any stranger they see. Behind the second passage, the scientist will encounter a poisonous gas capable of destroying any living creature on the planet. The third passage leads to deadly traps constructed by the local tribe for hunting wild animals. Without knowing the location of the traps, it is impossible to get out of here alive. Behind the fourth exit is a long tunnel leading straight into the ocean, where huge and very hungry whales swim. Which exit should the scientist choose, where there is the highest chance of survival? So, the correct answer is if the scientist chooses exit number 4, he has the highest chance of survival. The thing is that humans are not part of whales' diet, so they will simply ignore him. Once surfaced, the researchers can easily swim to the shore. Number 8. One lone wanderer in the desert stumbled upon strange discoveries. At first, scattered along his path. Afterward, he stumbled upon scattered food items. Venturing further, he found clothing of various sizes strewn about. Finally, He came across the body of a nearly naked man with a broken matchstick in his hand. Analyze all the findings carefully and tell me what happened here. The hot air balloon. It started losing altitude, and the people aboard first threw out sacks of sand, then began throwing out food. When this didn't help, they discarded all the clothing they had. When even this didn't help, they decided to draw straws to determine who would jump off. The man who fell apparently drew the short matchstick and was forced to jump. Number 9. Now, a puzzle for attentiveness. How many digits do you see in this picture? The correct answer is 9, 2 7s, 2 zeros, 2 8s, 1 4, and 2 3s. Be sure to comment on how many out of 9 puzzles you answered correctly. Also, come in again. Put your thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on new videos.